What do parents really want? Well, welcome to the Chapel Rock channel. Over the next few videos, we are going to be looking at some findings from a few very insightful research studies about parents in the United States, as well as those who consider themselves to be committed Christians. Specifically, this research focuses on what parents value, what they fear, what they feel, and where parents turn to for help. In this video, we are going to focus on just the values. This research was conducted between 2020 and 2022 by the Arbor Research Institute in partnership with Orange and ParentQ, with various findings from the Barna Research Group also sprinkled in. It should be noted that each of these studies make notable cultural distinctions based on race and ethnicity, as well as considerations for different family structures. So there is so much here, and I know numbers are not exactly the language of the heart, so my hope is just to paint a broad brushstroke summary to give us some cultural context. So I hope that the following can just serve as a starting point for you to consider your own values and priorities, as well as to just provide food for thought to evaluate how we go about doing ministry and how we support and love families. So first, before diving in, a few terminology notes about the research itself. A parent is any adult who is consistently responsible for the raising and caregiving of a young person under the age of 26. This includes guardians, grandparents, step-parents, foster parents, etc. Any relationship with a child in a parenting capacity. That's also who these videos are for. It is parents of all varieties. The term all parents, or the general population of parents, are a randomly selected sample of parents either non-religious or considered religious but not practicing parents. The term Christian parents are also a randomly selected sample of parents who consider themselves to be a committed Christian, meaning that they report to attend church service at least once a month. For more specifics about the study, I encourage you to buy the book, What Most Parents Aren't Telling You. It'll be linked below, not a sponsor. So what do parents really want for their kids? In this survey, parents were asked to rank 17 different values as either not important, mildly important, important, or extremely important. And these values included all these things listed right here. Go ahead and pause the video, take a look at all of these values. More than 65% of the general population valued every single aspect as either important or extremely important, except for one. And that was faith development, which came in at a staggering 39%. How does that hit you? Kind of mind-boggling, right? With so many things highly valued, parents generally feel tremendous responsibility to provide support in all of these 17 different areas, and that's a ton to keep up with. So parents absolutely need support to provide for the physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional well-being of their children. Interestingly, the same three values rose to the very top for what parents want most for their children, for both Christians and the general population alike, and also in the exact same order. The greatest value of all was mental health at over 96%. And second was access to opportunities, and third was character development, both at over 95%. Likewise, the three lowest values for Christian parents were among the lowest 5 of the general population. A lot of similarities here. There is notable difference, however, between the values of all parents and that of Christian parents in 2 areas, and one is the significance of relationships, and 2 especially is faith. Christian parents generally say that mentors, parental friendship, peer friendship, extended family relationships, and community are important for their children, more than 10% than the general population. And for Christian parents, 94% consider their child's faith to be important, in contrast with all parents who come in around 39%. Standing out at a high value for every parent at 95% was character development. And so this was pressed a little bit further in the research. Parents were asked to evaluate 39 different character qualities. When it comes to nurturing their kids' character, parents value 3 traits above all others: honesty, trust, and love. Interestingly, Christian parents rate the importance of almost all character qualities higher than that of the general population, and those who attend church weekly, or at least twice a month, rated these character qualities even higher than those who attended less frequently. So this begs the question, what about faith and participation in a faith community elevates the value of basically everything else? Something to think about. However, there is a gap Compared to the 94% of Christian parents who say that faith is important, only about 63% of Christian parents say that connection to a faith community is essential for their family. Very curious about this gap. There are several multifaceted reasons underlying this phenomenon, but something that we can definitely take away is that while Christian parents still value faith for their children, it isn't the only thing that they value when it comes to parenting. Many parents find themselves juggling competing priorities that also impact their kids' future. In reality, only about half of Christian parents report feeling well supported in areas of faith development for their children, and even less so for the general population, about 15%. So parents may very well require new support in their effort to nurture faith that extends beyond attendance at church services. You see, we are created as complex beings with bodies, emotions, minds, and spirits, and this is precisely why our vision is to pursue wholeness in Christ. We hope that you join us in that journey, but for right now, get your family connected with the family of God. And check out the resources below. Keep fighting the good fight, and we'll see you soon in the next video.